100,000 demon drop. You'll make it a real weapon?
Well, yes or no? Do you want to train under a former Yokozuna or not? Decide!
I'd be honored to train with you.
How long will you be in Nagoya?
For 1 week.
All right, then the two of you will be spending that entire week here with me.
Huh? I get why you want him here, but why do I have to stay too?
Before I take you on as my apprentice, there's one thing you must promise me. Both you and the young lady. You will do exactly what I say and without complaint. And you will never ask me to explain myself. Do we have a deal?
Who's that man who took Ushio and Reina away? Judging by your reaction when he showed up, I'm guessing he must be somebody pretty important.
Important's a serious understatement. Can't say I'm surprised Ushio didn't recognize him, considering how much he's aged. That man is a former Yokozuna by the name of Shunkai. He was not only a skilled wrestler, but also a great trainer. 2 of the athletes he coached attained the rank of Yokozuna.
He trained 2 Yokozuna?
Well, I gotta say, I didn't see that one coming. From what I heard, he quit the association and walked away from sumo.
Think the kid'll be okay? If the rumors about the old man are true, I wouldn't last 3 days.
Same here.
Thanks for all your hard work.
Hey, look who finally showed up.
He's a lot different than that half-pint national treasure.
This guy's even taller than the Sekitori. One glance and you know he's the real deal.
I appreciate the invitation.
Too bad for Ushio. I see why he's in such a rush to improve.
But now he's training with a former Yokozuna. Even the Sekitori were intimidated by him. What terrifying trials will he face?
No way we'll be able to pull this off!
We don't have a choice now. Our training's started and we gotta see it through. Excuse me, pardon me, so sorry. Make some room.
Ridiculous! What the hell kind of training is this?
The first task of your apprenticeship is to go fetch us some food.
Huh?
I'm hungry for curry. You have exactly 30 minutes to serve up enough for all 3 of us.
Yes, sir.
No way! You can't make curry on that kind of budget, and with a half-hour time limit?
He told us using our heads was part of the training. So there's gotta be a way.
You made me wait that long for this garbage?
Yes. My apologies, sir.
No toppings, and you missed your deadline. You'll have to do better than that.
Walk his dog, water his flowers, do his damn laundry. Where's the actual sumo? We've been stuck doing chores all day long.
Well, it's all part of the training.
Still not done? What have you been doing? Twiddling your thumbs?
I'm sorry, Master.
Whatever. Just get the area around the sumo ring ready for use.
Huh?
What?
Why are you looking at me like that? Don't you want to practice?
Yeah! Thank you, sir!
It's about time.
Thank you for all your hard work.
Hello. Sorry for dragging you out here.
Ganryu! The 5th-ranked West Megashira!
Your training partner for today. Now show him your triple combo.
Yes, sir!
See? Interesting move, don't you think, Sekitori? Okay, little demon.
Sir?
Use your triple combo to win a bout. You may not use any other technique to win.
Right!
That's all you've got? No advice or anything? He knows the element of surprise is gone once the other guy's seen it. This is no different from the practice session earlier.
You've been at it for 15 minutes. That's enough for today.
What? It's over? Damn it!
Here are your bags. Well, how's training going so far?
Like you can even call it training? The geezer is crazy. He offered to help, but all we've been doing is menial labor. I say we just call it quits and head back to the rest of the team.
This was only my first day. I can't back out now. If I gave up like that, I'd leave with nothing but regrets.
Keep an eye on him for me.
Huh? There's only so much I can do.
Master Shunkai sure lived up to the rumors. Don't know how he roped that kid into training with him, but I feel sorry for the guy. He's making him do all these ridiculous things just so he can enjoy the spectacle. Supposedly, he turned 2 wrestlers into Yokozuna, but I'm betting it had more to do with their natural ability. I mean, there were plenty of others he trained who couldn't deal with his stupid stunts and abandoned ship.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Now there's this kid. You'd think the poor sap would have realized what's going on. And what's with that technique of his? We're not doing gymnastics here. He's so desperate it's laughable. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have spoken that way about you, sir.
I don't care what you say about me, but you better make sure I don't catch you laughing at that boy. Because you two have been blessed with larger frames you'll never understand. Think about it. There's only so much the boy can do with that small body of his. He needs that technique. Do you still think this situation's funny? He's giving his all. Never laugh at that.
Now he expects us to make an 8-veggie stir-fry with 100 yen? Yeah, right, not at these prices.
I wonder if this coin's supposed to represent me, and the veggie stir-fry is my goal. Learning how to wield the 100,000 demon drop, like a riddle of some kind.
Huh?
Well, whatever the case, I'm gonna put my faith in him. I've decided I'm seeing this through, even if he asks me for the impossible.
Oh, come on!
Seems pretty plain to me. That looks like a 3-veggie stir-fry. What happened to the other 5?
We failed. I'm sorry, Master.
You should at least try it, though. It tastes a lot better than the curry did.
What makes you think how it tastes is important? What was the task again? Produce an 8-veggie stir-fry with 100 yen in 30 minutes. You didn't do so. I can tell something's bothering you, young lady.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, out with it. Go on.
Is doing this stuff really gonna help him? I would think it would be more effective just to tell him what to do.
True, spelling it out is the easy option. And he'd even feel like he understood for a while. But gaining knowledge in that way is a fleeting triumph. The significance of it doesn't sink in. I realize this seems like a roundabout way of doing things to you, but thinking on your feet and working toward an end goal becomes a technique in itself that allows you to survive.
Just one more bout, please. Sainoyama, sir.
I think it's time for us to take a breather and get cleaned up a bit. We're not the only people who want to use the ring.
There's no point worrying about the others. It won't make us any stronger.
If that's the case, there's someone else you should probably ask. He'd make a better opponent for you. Your brother, the Ozaki Daikeisho.
I don't want to fight him.
Why? Do you hate him?
I wouldn't say that. I have respect for him. He hasn't ended a season with a losing record yet. He's a talented Ozaki. Still, he's reached his professional limit. The strength of the Yokozuna has broken him. He knows everyone was expecting him to reach the top, but he's given up on that dream. I find it disgusting. That's where we differ. I'll live up to any and all expectations.
Is that right?
I'll surpass Tenoji and Kuze. My own brother, too. I'll take his place and be the strongest Yokozuna.
What's that shrimp up to now? Thought he'd be back here annoying us.
Last I heard, he was still training with Shunkai, working around the clock to improve that technique he was showing off.
Did he say Shunkai? As in the former Yokozuna? You seem well informed. Tell me everything you know.
Another day of indentured servitude. It's not all bad. Check out this bath. The Yokozuna must be loaded. So how come he's only able to cough up 100 yen to buy food? You'd think he could spend more.
That's quite the monologue.
You eavesdropping old pervert! Go away!
I live here, so I think I'll go wherever I want, young lady. I must say, you're working a great deal harder than I expected you would.
Well, it's not as if I can just give up and leave, or he wouldn't be able to practice with you anymore.
You've taken a real liking to him.
What? Don't be stupid! It's not like that at all!
Yes, I have too. His sumo style inspires people.
Oh, he was just talking about sumo.
I suspect you don't have a natural affinity for our sport, do you?
Well...
Yet you want to see him succeed in the ring. No one can blame you. Compared to other wrestlers, his fighting style has a certain simplistic charm to it you just don't ever see in professional sumo. Watching him throw someone to the ground who's twice his size, that would get even a dead man's blood pumping. I think the reason we're both so willing to help him is because we're right there beside him, wanting the dream to be real.
Yeah, sure, I want to help him out and stuff, but it's not like I'm really contributing.
That isn't true. You're here, aren't you? Let's not mince words. The kid's got a thick skull. I thought the two of you would complement each other nicely since you seem to have a decent head on your shoulders. That's why I asked you to stay here in the first place. Similar to how he's inspired and influenced you, I was hoping you'd be able to rub off on him as well.
Don't tell me the master sent you on an errand this late.
I was on the phone with Kirihito. Look at this! To get ready for tomorrow, I went out and picked up every last sales flyer I could get my hands on.
Oh, wow. I usually just pull up deals on my phone, like this.
Whoa! You mean there's an easier way to do it? You're incredible!
And you're out of touch. It may come as a shock to you, but the world's a bigger place than you think. Also, you don't have to use a payphone. I would have let you borrow mine. What I'm saying is you can ask me for help, you know? I mean, it's kind of my job, since I am your manager. Huh? Whoa, slow down!
Reina, you are a genius!
Yeah.
Aren't you going to help him today? You have 100 yen and a half an hour to serve tempura over rice.
Nah, it seemed like he was confident. Huh?
Thank you for all your hard work.
Did you need something?
As a master, you successfully trained 2 Yokozunas. But perhaps more importantly, you have the distinct honor of being one yourself. That's why I sought you out, Shunkai. To teach me.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? Tenma Hikage! What are you doing here?
Go away. This has nothing to do with you, Onimaru.
Do you know this mountain? He just stormed in.
We had an unofficial bout the other day.
Hikage, sure. I'm well aware of who you are. You're the little brother of the Ozaki Daikeisho, aren't you? And you must already know about my dubious reputation. It appears that the closer to the top a sumo is, the more poisonous things they have to say about me.
I don't give a crap about rumors. If I don't think your training is worth my time, there's a simple solution. I'll pick up and leave.
Okay, hang on just a minute. You want to train under him? Then take a number.
If he's smart, then he'll drop this runty loser and make me his student instead.
What?
Listen up, young man. That's not how you go about asking to become an apprentice. Remember, I'm the one who ultimately decides if you're worth training or not.
Obviously. It's up to the apprentice to win his master's favor. I'll show you who's more deserving of your instruction. Me or Onimaru. The only problem we may have is this coward. He might be too afraid to accept my challenge.
Ready when you are.
Not so fast! Idiot! What are you doing? I agree to take you in and this is how you repay me? You haven't perfected your triple combo technique. Go ahead and accept his challenge if you wish. But be warned, I'll kick you out!
Then permit me to fight, sir. We were going to eventually. I'll admit, when we had our first bout, I was intimidated by him. But I need to bury the old me. Just as I trusted and followed you, I'm asking you to place your faith in me, Master. I'll win this by using the 100,000 demon drop.
Win me over, huh? He's more than 2 meters tall. Long arms, broad shoulders. His torso slightly compact, otherwise he's the perfect build. He does evoke a different kind of excitement than the little demon.
Excuse me, Master. If Hinomaru fights, do we really have to leave?
Don't ask me, that's just something I made up. Either way, if you don't talk a big game, you'll never get anywhere near the level of Yokozuna. Spirit!
His power's incredible!
In this modern era of sumo, size is everything. You'll never have a career in the ring!
Taking a step back from sumo has helped me notice some things. It's not just my right elbow. Now that I'm well rested, my whole body is overflowing with power!
Despite the little demon's physique, his body has a rigidity to it. He's full of surprises.
Nice! Getting close!
The last time I let you grab my belt so I could see your triple combo. But I won't be toying with you this time, Onimaru!
It takes real skill to strike a target that low and minuscule with such intensity.
Hey now! Forget landing the 100,000 demon drop. He's nowhere close to grabbing his belt.
So you want to hit back? Don't underestimate me!
You're mistaken if you think I'm some pushover, Odenta. Don't forget, I fought another national treasure, Nikazuki Munachika, and grabbed his untouchable belt!
He's got it!
Now, show it to me. The answer you've come up with.
Our ridiculous difference in height allows him to execute a shoulder throw while holding my Mawashi belt. It's a fearsome technique. But the third contact point makes it a double-edged sword. All I have to do is avoid the leg sweep. Your triple combo dies today! I'll drive you into the ground! What? The hell? He lifted me up!
Reverse 100 demon throw!
Damn you! How dare you mock me!
Yeah, maybe I got cocky because of the power of the technique. The 100,000 demon drop is difficult, but if I can pull it off, I win. That way of thinking made my sumo predictable. That's right. There are plenty of ways to initiate the 100,000 demon drop!
I can't get out of this stance!
Before executing the technique, first you must set up your opponent. Even when they know it's coming, they can't counter it if they're off balance. Now that you're seeing the big picture, there's no limit to the ways you can initiate the move. As the name suggests, it becomes an army of 100,000 demons. His sumo style inspires people. Watching him throw someone to the ground who's twice his size would get a dead man's blood pumping.
100,000 demon drop!
Truly splendid. It appears you've discovered the secret to unlocking your move.
Yep.
And based on that, I suppose you finally managed to solve the food riddle as well.
Yes, sir. The challenge was to take 100 yen and come back with tempura over rice. You never said that I had to make it. All it took me was one phone call.
Hello? Got your takeout courtesy of Tenemon.
You wouldn't mind picking up the tab, right, sir?
I've only got one thing to say to you, little demon. You've passed with flying colors. Well done, Hinomaru.
You know, we've done your laundry, so we might as well welcome your guest.
This is someone who deserves the utmost respect.
Huh?
I'm amazed. I didn't expect you to stick with my old-fashioned training methods. It's only right that I reward you for it. I asked him to make the trip out here so Hinomaru can have one, and only one, bout with him.
Oh, wow. I mean, even I know who that is.
Yes, a current Yokozuna. A man at the apex of the professional sumo world.
Man, you didn't even last 5 seconds.
The bout was over before I had time to process what was happening. I can't remember anything I did or how I ended up down here.
As long as you're happy, weirdo.
I mean, I just witnessed the power of a Yokozuna. You know, I feel sort of guilty. I'm the only one having these great experiences.
Huh?
I've practiced with the Shibakiyama Stable, trained with a former Yokozuna, and just had a surprise bout with a current one. Being this blessed scares me to death. I can't help but feel something bad's about to happen.
So he's blessed. There's nothing wrong with that. Since he was shortchanged in physique, he could be rich in circumstance instead.
When you reflect on all that's happened, do you actually feel like you've been blessed?
Yes, sir, I do.
That's good to hear, because I agree. You're going to help me dream a good dream.
Sir! But this summer, I'm focusing my energy on one thing! High school sumo!
His confidence is being sucked down the drain, and whatever energy he had the first day is completely used up.
Fighting against the pros must have overwhelmed him. It's without fail. Every time the captain feels intimidated, he tenses up and can't unleash his full strength. The finals are going to be a real challenge for him. I need to come up with a way to boost his confidence. Not only in the ring, but everyday life too.
Captain! You and I are going somewhere after training today. Hope you're ready. Suriko, you do that thing I asked you to?
My name's Chizuko.
Out of curiosity, just where exactly are the three of us headed to? I'm confused.
This one's yours, Captain. You want to be confident, right? Well, I got a surefire way, brother. I was planning on heading over by myself, but then I thought I can do some scouting and build your confidence at the same time. Kill two stones with one rock?
You mean 2 birds with 1 stone.
Wait, scouting? No, don't tell me.
All right, listen up, you punks. We're here to kick butt. You're welcome.
Okay, one more!
Gojo's on a regimen his karate instructor set up for him, and Mitsuhashi's doing strength training. Good to see they're so motivated after our group session.
I'm sure they value the opportunity to spend time with the pros, but thankfully they're hungry to keep improving as individuals. They may not know it, but losing at the prelims had a positive influence and will ultimately make their team better. They realized where they needed to improve. I hope those other two are staying just as busy.
I'm pretty sure they're sorry for their actions and won't make the same mistake again.
Ha 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 ha! For real though, I know we're intimidating, but I never thought you'd call the police on us.
Hey! What would you do? A pack of luchadors shows up on our doorstep acting like they're gonna wreck the joint. Of course we're gonna call the cops! Another thing, isn't that the same mask El Ultimo always wears during mixed martial arts bouts?
Hell yeah, he does.
Nice. I didn't know Oodachi had a female manager. Girl, you know you're a straight-up hottie with or without the mask. How about you drop me those digits?
Cool it, ladies man. Wanna lose your phone?
He said we were here to scout. So why do we walk through the front door in these stupid masks? This is Kanazawa Kita High School. They always make an impact at the inter-high. Even came in 3rd in last year's finals. They're a sumo powerhouse.
What do you say, Captain Aizawa? We probably got time to spar with him for a little while. It'll be a good chance to show this chick my moves. Besides, since Onimaru beat Tenma, I'd say payback's in order.
Absolutely not. Our team's here in Nagoya for one reason, to get stronger. Sure, we could practice with a weaker school and actually help them improve, but what's in it for us?
Weaker?
Do me a favor. Tell Onimaru we're thrilled with all the success he's had. There's no greater motivator than being on the losing side. He's made Tenma want to become an even stronger wrestler. And don't worry, I won't tell anyone about this little intrusion. I'd prefer to beat you in the ring, rather than get your school suspended.
Yeah. So what do we do, Captain?
Let's see. Since we're already here, why don't we have one bout? Maybe we could do some light sparring or something like that?
Listen, guys. We're training to be the best team at finals. We don't have time for light sparring with a second-rate school. There's no comparison. Our club has a rich history of champions. Whereas you, well, you're a team of nobodies who made it this far off beginner's luck.
I didn't expect us to walk out of there without saying anything. Kunisaki usually bites back, and even he was quiet.
He called us nobodies. Know what? I really can't take that lying down. I'm sorry! Go ahead without me, you guys!
Guess it worked out anyway. Their captain was dead right. Kita High's prestigious and crap while we got practically zero history. The thing is, the captain founded the Oodachi High Sumo Club, and he's not gonna let anyone assault our history no matter how short it is! You go and tell him who we are!
Nobody can argue Kita High's got an illustrious past. But to say we're nothing, I refuse to let that stand. They have no idea what it's like to start a team from the ground up. We are its history. 2 lonely years before I even found my teammates. And then at our first competition, we beat Ishigami by working together. And he has the nerve to say our team is nothing? No way I'll let that slide.
You're back. Forget something?
Yeah, actually I had something important I needed to tell you. Kanazawa Kita isn't going to win this year, so don't get your hopes up. Because Oodachi High Sumo team is way stronger than yours. You'll find out for yourselves after we win at the finals. What I meant to say was, don't look down on our school. And that's it. Thanks a bunch for listening.
Guess I crossed the line again and said more than I should have.
The captain's got more determination than anybody you'll ever meet. Plus, we're a team of badasses. Why would he keep quiet about us winning?
He's not the only one. All of us believe it. We're the best club around.
Yep. We're gonna emerge victorious. End of story. You got the wrong idea about us. You think we're looking down on you. But we've studied Onimaru. And the momentum that took you past Ishii. You don't know how carefully.
Steel yourself, because there's no going back. You said it, so now it's out there. I'm gonna make Oodachi High national champions!
Yes! Don't stop pushing! Nice work out there. Now, keep that flow in mind.
Thank you for everything!
You know what? You're lucky, Kay. Do you think just anyone gets a chance to actually spar with Master Shibakiyama? To be honest, I'm a little bit envious.
Well, I needed the exercise, and it was nice to be reminded I can still hold my own against high school students who are less than half my age.
It was incredible, and your teaching's top-notch. The instructions are precise and easy to understand, nothing like Coach's. His explanations are so rigid and kind of rude, but I imagine he's got a lot to learn.
Hey now, don't go comparing me to the master.
Experience comes with age. You may only be a first year, but you're on the right path.
I hope. I've got a lot to learn, but I'm trying my best here, damn it. Cut me a little slack.
Don't beat yourself up over it. Sure, the whole teaching thing is new to you, but think about this. Who's the one who thought to put Oodachi High in touch with the Shibakiyama Stable? And as you can see for yourself, since I started training under you, I've been making major gains. Yeah.
I can tell. You've been working incredibly hard.
But I'm not the only one. We're all grateful for you. Thank you for your hard work.
Huh?
On behalf of the team, we're grateful.
Hey, what are you trying to do, jinx us or something? Idiot. If you're gonna thank me, wait until we win. We still got a ton of fights ahead of us.
Excuse me, Master?
Hmm?
Can we keep training just for a little while longer? Before we stop, I'd like you to spar with him.
Huh? Me? What are you talking about? Okay, look. Don't even start. Is this because I said I was envious? You know about my condition. For real, I can only last 20 seconds. Any longer, I'm toast.
Yeah, the whole team knows that. But still, that's 20 seconds you can fight. Something's been bugging me for a while. Back during the prelims, why didn't you put yourself down as a reserve? Even in our own dojo, you haven't done any sumo since you fought Hinomaru. Why is that?
As your instructor, that's what I had to sacrifice. Not listing myself as a team member shows you how determined I am. I made a promise. Coaching you would be priority one.
I know. But even so, you still miss fighting, don't you? I saw the intense look in your eye when you watched the captain and Hinomaru. That clenched fist. Was that really just how it felt as an instructor?
That's enough. What's this about? Why are you trying to drag me back into the ring? Because I'm warning you, Kay. You better not be chickening out and asking me to take your place. You're acting like you don't know how I feel. I won't deny I missed the sumo ring. But so what? That's got nothing to do with the team.
How can you say that? Of course it concerns us all. You may have different goals than the rest of us, but the important thing is that we all love sumo. I want to respect your decision to be an instructor and everything, but I just don't think this is right. Why do you have to give up so much for us? You don't have to carry this weight alone. Nobody wants you to miss out on something you love just for us. I mean, geez, it's not as if we're that unreliable. And I swear I'm not saying this out of pity. Look what happened to Hinomaru. Any one of us could get injured. What I mean is, if we had a sixth wrestler we could rely on, everyone would feel a whole lot better. And obviously I don't want to give up my spot, so you better believe I'm gonna fight to hold on to it. Now let's all buckle down, work as a team, and give it our best.
I don't.
Suji, come here for a second.
Huh? Oh no, not right now. I don't have my belt on or anything.
Don't worry about that. It's not like I allow just anybody to spar with me, so let's go before I change my mind.
Damn it all! I can't refuse an offer like that!
Spirit!
Whoa! How can a middle-aged man headbutt this hard? Oh, I'm so nervous my breathing's off. At this rate, I won't even last 20 seconds. You know how I am, and you're still convinced that I can fight? Guys, thanks a lot!
Here you go!
Master, are you okay?
Looks like I need to get Hinoyama to take you on next time. You're still a first year. You've got lots of time to try things out before you decide what you want. But I'd be hard-pressed to believe you're not doing anything. You're in pretty good shape.
I've just been doing enough to maintain my muscle mass.
Is that so? Now I can see why these guys are so determined.
Yeah, Kirihito is way strong.
Oh, stop it. Our best formation. I don't know how much use I'll be on the team, but even as a trainer, I'll do all I can to lead us to victory at the finals.
That week really flew right by, didn't it?
You sure you want to head back now? Why don't you stick around and watch the tournament?
We need to put all the lessons we learned to good use, and the only way is to continue with training.
You have a point there. You fight your battles, and us pros will worry about our own.
Right!
Okay, I'm gonna head straight over to the karate dojo when we get home.
Meanwhile, we'll go to the school and train. I want to see what Hinomaru's learned from the trip.
Before we do that, though, I want to see that video again. The one of Toturi. It's important for me to watch it. Over and over until my opponent's face is seared in my mind. If I'm going to face Tanoji head-on, then I can't look away.
You got it.
Where'd Kunisaki and the captain run off to? I saw them both leave the train already.
They must have had other things to do. That's fine. We all need time to figure out what areas we're lacking in. That's the only way we can become stronger.
Is he doing sumo?
What a total weirdo.
I'm guessing he must have lost a bet. Mommy, what's that guy doing? Look away, honey.
This is really embarrassing. But if I could stay calm through this, then I'll be better for it. What I need more than anything is confidence. And I'm gonna find some!
Hey, Captain, what's up? Yeah, it's feeling a lot better now. As it turns out, there was nothing wrong with the actual bone. Makes me wish I hadn't missed out on the individual contest. I'm kidding! Take a chill pill. Anyway, I should be back in training tomorrow. See you then.
What do you say we hit the sumo ring today instead, Mikazuki Munechika? That's the best pitch I could come up with. I'm asking, will you please help me train?
You guys realize I'm not the captain anymore, right?
Okay, back to practice.
Yes, sir!
Hey, Captain Mamiya, how's it going?
Oh, Sanada, what are you doing around here?
Check the TV. You need to see something.
If you really want to remember Tenoji's face, this should help.
The hype for high school sumo is reaching a fever pitch. On today's segment, I'll be taking a trip and visiting the powerhouse that's favored to win the Inter-High a record 7 times in a row, Tochari Hakuro High School. The Tochari Hakuro Sumo Club is famous for being a place where Mongolian exchange students are trained side by side with Japanese wrestlers. They've produced many talented athletes, but perhaps the most notable one is today's strongest Yokozuna, Gino. In fact, he recently visited his alma mater in order to train with current members of the team.
What? He only trained with Shorty for like a few seconds.
But Yokozuna Gino's attention was specifically focused on cultivating the talents of the school's most promising high school sumo wrestler, Doji Kiri Yasutsuna, aka Shido Tenoji.
Hello, I'm Team Captain Tenoji.
You're a tall one. Are you sure you're in high school?
Believe me, there'll be plenty of people my size at the finals. I'm the favorite to win my 3rd individual title this year, but it won't be easy. The competition's fierce.
Come on, he's giving the most boring answers I've ever heard.
You're so modest. But you've won every official match you've contested since entering high school, so what would you say is the secret to your incredible success?
Secret? Let's see. I honestly don't feel there's anything particularly special I do. I'm not the son of a Yokozuna, or an Ozuki's brother. If anything, maybe it's because I have a greater love for sumo than anyone else does. There's nothing in my life I'm more passionate about. As a result, I seem to train harder than everyone else. That's how I ended up being the strongest.
He's openly challenging the other high schoolers. His humility is genuine, but underneath that dignified facade is a demon. I see. Tenoji may just be a high school athlete on the outside, but inside he has the unmistakable spirit of a Yokozuna.
Just our luck. Of all the eras, we're forced to compete against a prodigy.
No, you've got it all wrong.
Huh?
If it weren't for Tenoji always being at the front of the herd, then everyone who's chasing after him wouldn't have become nearly as strong as they are now. I definitely wouldn't be where I am without him, so I'm grateful. That said, I'm still gonna take him down and become the best high school sumo wrestler there is. Get ready, finals. I'm bringing everything I've got. Are you watching? I've come a long way already. I just know I'll win the Inter-High.
Yeah!
do it! Let's go! That's one win!
Good to be back. I haven't seen this place since elementary school.
Looks like we finally made it.
I can't believe we get to do sumo here.
Hell yeah! I'm all fired up!
Don't let the nerves get you. All you have to do is wrestle exactly the way we practiced.
You got it, Coach.
Guys! Let's show them the strength of the Oodachi High Sumo Club! And go win this thing! Yeah! Watching? I've come a long way already. I just know I'll win the Inter-High.
That's 3, which means he's won enough individual bouts now to qualify. He's in top form today, as expected.
So, Onimaru's back, huh? Seems he really did invest 3 years into training. His patience is admirable. But he won't beat me as long as he has that look on his face. Then again, he's not the only one aiming to. Time to meet my challengers in the ring and defend my title.
On the west side, Hayashi. On the east side, Tenoji.
The bout is decided. East side wins.
I'm going to enjoy putting an end to Hakuro's reign.
What do you think? Can you beat him, Sosuke?
If I had any doubt, I wouldn't be here.
Shido Tenoji, from Totori Hakuro, the reigning champ of high school sumo. I didn't think we'd draw him this early on in the competition. It's a tough match right out of the gate.
You make it out to sound like a bad thing, but it suits me just fine. The whole reason I'm here is to upset the odds and do the impossible. I'll bring down Tenoji and show everyone what I already know. That there's another incredible fighter here today!
What do I think of Ushio? He's got strength, and I have nothing but admiration for the guy making it this far, considering the body he was stuck with. Looking at me now, you would have never guessed, but I used to be quite small myself. I'm the only one in my family who isn't. I'm truly thankful to the sumo gods for blessing me with this physique.
Ready!
Hinomaru! I know there's no reason to tell you this, and you already know it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Win this! Go out there and become the high school Yokozuna!
I will.
This is it. Your admission to the Pro League is on the line.
Tenoji's someone I've always had immense respect for. He was both the middle and high school Yokozuna. I get to fight someone who's already walked down the path I'm traveling.
On the east side, Ushio. On the west side, Tenoji.
Today, I defeat the champion and take the crown.
Their spirits are so intense you can feel them on the second floor. When I imagine what it's like in the ring, it sends chills down my spine.
He truly is the Yokozuna of this space. An opponent with even the slightest bit of uncertainty would be engulfed by his aura and unable to fight to their full ability. However, that's only true for the weak-spirited. With the confidence and resolve Hinomaru's been steadily building for this day, he can take on even a Yokozuna.
He used a forearm charge?
He struck him despite his low stance and speed?
He's fast. Went from a wild forearm charge to a precise grapple like it was nothing.
No surprise. The boss built up momentum from the get-go.
It's the captain's first time fighting someone so short, but he didn't hesitate for a second.
He knew the exact moment to grab his belt. It's not just his stature. His skill's equally impressive.
Shido Tanoji. Measuring at 188 centimeters, he's been blessed with size. But in elementary school, he wasn't considered imposing at all. You can't predict when your growth spurt will hit, or to what extent. So he trained in techniques that would help him survive against larger sumos. The road that Hinomaru is on, Tanoji knows all too well. But now, looking back at what he went through, it's almost as if the path he traveled was laid out by the sumo gods to make him the strongest wrestler in history. As though they picked him out of the crowd and said, "You, enter the ring."
You should know by now, sumo gods. Whatever ordeal you put me through, I won't stop! Stay out of this!
Onimaru has speed on his side. And power too. But that's not all. He can shield his own belt and seize his opponents. He's been the same height for so long he's perfected the art of blocking grabs. And then counterattacking.
You'll never take this away from me! You listening? I love it too much!
Shorty's got the edge!
No! Not yet! I've studied your moves, Ushio, and I know all about your counterattack. Not only that, I'm aware its main purpose is to get a firm grip with your right hand. The left doesn't matter. So by sealing off your grab, I can cut your offensive power in half.
He's throwing him!
And it's working. I see. Trying to create an opening for your right hand.
Damn! In that case...
Quick as a flash, you'll change it up and go for throat strikes instead. There. There's nothing you can do I haven't predicted.
He's not reacting to incoming moves. He's anticipating them before they even happen. Say what you will, but he's done his homework.
My brother studied every wrestler here.
Tsuyoshi Kanamori. He's hard to shift once he buckles down, but he can't react to a fast attack.
Even on your time off, you're watching sumo.
It's my hobby. I enjoy studying all different styles of sumo. Besides, a Yokozuna can still fall to wrestlers who are lower in rank than he is. If I'm prepared, I can't lose.
He knows about the pressure of defending a title. That's why he keeps his ego in check and always researches opponents before a match. As a result, he's never lost a bout. Not once his entire time in high school.
He's feeling the strain now. Grappling with somebody twice your size can't be easy.
This guy's not so tough.
You're breathing hard. Having a rough time, Ushio? You poor creature. There isn't another sumo wrestler your size out there who can match your talent. But surely you noticed by now. No other sumo wrestler is suffering as intensely as you are. Let's get this over with. It's too painful to watch.
He doesn't understand the first thing about Hinomaru. You said that you love sumo more than anyone else. It's no secret. But I wonder, has anyone ever called you on that statement before?
Preparing for this day has been several things. Difficult, painful, discouraging. But whatever I encountered, I never got burnt out on sumo, not even once! No one loves it more than me, including you!
Onimaru, I can see the flames on your back.
A double-handed grip. He's readying the 100,000 demon drop.
You spent too much time testing the waters, Tennoji. Once Onimaru's in that position, it only means one thing: trouble.
He needs to get him off balance before executing the technique. Fortunately, he's learned there are infinite ways to set up his opponent.
Rock him back and forth, left and right! Don't stop! Not until he loses his balance! Two-handed demon storm!
Sideways jerk!
Yanking him back and forth. He used the same technique in Nagoya. I doubt there's footage of it, though. Before, he'd go straight from that stance into the 100,000 demon drop. There's no reason to be scared of one-shot techniques. But if he's willing to use a powerhouse move like that as a setup, one thing's for sure. Even you'll have trouble anticipating what his next plan of attack will be, Tennoji.
Maybe facing off against him this early on was a good thing. If it had been any later, Ushio would have already showed his hand by now, and wouldn't have been in peak physical condition. He caught me with my guard down several times in the training hall. Once he's in that stance, even a pro would have difficulty escaping.
He grabbed on!
Damn, brute force!
He's still flinging him around!
Go! He doesn't have enough arm strength to stop your twists. Create a bigger whirlpool and suck Tennoji in!
Now's his chance!
Finish him!
100 demon takedown!
There's no way.
Hinomaru's technique!
100 demon takedown!
It's weird seeing someone taller than Onimaru using his move, like it's 10 times more powerful than usual.
He was biding his time, waiting for an opening. No one but a champ counters one throw with another.
So this is your new style of sumo? Impressive. Seems those 3 difficult years of middle school provided you with more than just pain. Goes to show I don't know everything about this sport, and the fire burning inside those who practice it.
Not yet. It isn't over.
You're even stronger than I imagined, Tennoji. I've always respected your strength. The first time I saw you fight, it was forever seared into my mind. Even though you were small, you were so powerful. I watched your bout over and over to the point I started dreaming about it. Everyone around me had gotten bigger. Even if I wasn't winning, watching you that day made me feel like a giant. You showed me even guys our size can win. You may have grown, but you're still the fighter I measure myself against. The wrestler at the summit I have to defeat! Incredible. Which makes me want to beat you even more!
There's the opening!
He's pushing. He was expecting to avoid a throw, and the little demon took advantage of it.
I've spent enough time admiring your sumo. I've got one last technique to imbalance you!
It was a bluff. Tennoji resisted by moving his weight forward. Now, he can land it!
No!
Whoa.
He broke free! How could he evade it?
He wasn't using all his strength against the push. Tennoji kept some in reserve to counter the next move.
Ushio executed a perfect attack. Unfortunately for him, my brother's love for sumo is more intense. He uncovers all the info he can on potential challengers and pores over it. But that's not his only strategy. He envisions all possible scenarios, every play they'll make, all the ways he could lose to them. Rocking side to side, exchanging blows, then a push followed by his triple combo. That should have meant victory for Ushio. One problem. My brother already anticipated it, and came up with a counter.
He's a fearsome adversary. Whenever I imagine my opponents, I build them up to be something larger than life. Usually the worst-case scenarios I base my strategies around are unrealistic. Usually. But not with you, Onimaru. Your blade was pressed against my throat. I used to be small, same as you, right up until my first year of middle school. I barely avoided wandering that merciless hell you've lived through these last several years. But you've made it to the other side, and here you stand. I'm in awe of you. The problem is you're wound up too tight. You want to be a Yokozuna, don't you? The absolute best of the best. If that's your goal, try to enjoy bouts a little more. If sumo's your life, and you love it, then no matter what setbacks you face, there's only one thing you can do. You have to smile. 6-point torso slice! What's with that look in his eye? One last desperate act? Thought so. I expected nothing less. That's what makes you so damn cool!
The West Side wins!
Tennoji is victorious with an arm lock throw.
You've given me plenty to think about, Onimaru. I won't be celebrating this victory. Not out of gratitude or enlightenment, but respect for your style.
Since he doesn't meet the minimum height requirements, his only shot at getting into the Pro League was to become a high school Yokozuna here at the Inter-High. After that, he could enter the All-Japan National Championships. And now that path is closed. It's over.
Well, guess I lost. Dude was really strong, wasn't he? No use crying over spilt milk. We got the team tournament up next. Just gotta shake it off. Besides, I'm only a first year. There'll be other chances for me to join the Pro League.
It won't be the same. Tennoji will have graduated. All the work you put in was so you could beat him.
So, for the team matches, what's the order? Where's Kirihito?
You don't need to fight in the team tournament.
Captain, why not?
Sorry?
We talked it over and came to a decision. Just as I thought. Were you planning on telling us?
I'm perfectly fine. This is nothing.
Tsuji's calling for a taxi to come pick you up. Then you're going to the hospital.
Did you forget about our promise? We're making Oodachi High the best in Japan!
Hey.
The individual tournament, getting into the Pro League, that was my mountain to climb, but Oodachi High winning. We all dreamed of making that happen. What about you? And Yuma? This is the only year you'll be on the team. Don't take this away. Please let me help. I want to make at least one dream become a reality. I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize. Just get ready for the bouts tomorrow and the day after. You're not done, Ushio. Your dream of joining the Pro League isn't over. Not as long as the team tournament's still up for grabs.
Huh? Wait, I thought Shorty had to win his match. That was the only way he could become a Yokozuna and get a spot at the Nationals.
Well, that's how it usually works. But more than one can earn that title.
Huh?
For the past 2 years, Tennoji has had so much success, he was the only one given the honor. Before him, though, there were 2, sometimes 3 who received the mantle.
Okay, but at the pace he's been going, he's probably gonna be the only one selected again.
Look, sure, we know Shido Tennoji has been unstoppable. But if he had his first defeat, it wouldn't matter if it was during the team tournament.
Yeah, but there's no guarantee it'll work, though. Tottori Hakuro might lose to some other school's team before we even draw them.
Okay, maybe. Then we'll just take down whichever one beats Tennoji. Anyway, that's the strategy. I know it's got a slim chance of working, but it's the only one we got, so we have to try. The Master knows a good doc. They should get you fixed up in no time. While you're healing, we'll make sure to survive the team competition. You said getting to the professional league was your mountain to climb. But from now on, it's also our dream. You want to be the strongest high school sumo? We'll work to give you another shot at it.
Show off? Let us carry some of the weight, too.
You can count on it. We got this.
Yeah, piece of cake.
Let's do it, Ushio. We're gonna win again and again and keep winning until those big shots finally take notice and are practically begging you to compete in the Nationals!
Yeah.
You don't need to fight in the team tournament. Just as I thought. Were you planning on telling us?
I'm perfectly fine. This is nothing.
Tsuji's calling for a taxi to come pick you up. Then you're going to the hospital. You're not done, Ushio. Your dream of joining the Pro League isn't over. Not as long as the team tournament's still up for grabs.
It's Shibakiyama! Open up, Doc!
I heard ya. Keep it down, will you, Karuchi? You wouldn't believe the savage hangover I've got.
I'm not so sure about this.
That's impossible. He pushed me out of the ring?
It's not like he gave up on using strikes. Tenma's just been practicing, and now he's a grappling master.
That concludes today's individual bouts. Team tournament preliminary bouts will begin now.
Hinomaru Ushio, 15 years of age.
This dump's worse than my place.
152 centimeters tall? He's tiny!
Big deal. I'm still gonna be a pro.
Come on, kid. You know there's a physical, right? Get your head out of the clouds and join reality. I'm a busy man, and look how sunny it is. Shine on, Mr. Sun, shine on. Blue seas, white sandy beaches, tan taut bodies and colorful bikinis. Summer, and it's calling my name. Ignoring it would be criminal.
Hey, first impressions aren't everything.
Gotta go. Ciao.
Excuse me.
Now what?
You don't get it. My teammates are waiting for me to get back.
He must be a magnet for bad luck. I mean, drawing last year's third-place team in the first round? Come on!
And 3 of the competitors we'll be facing participated in that tournament.
Huh?
That's not all. Among the competitors is National Treasure Hikage Tenma.
So what you're saying is, we could be seriously screwed here.
For the next match, on the east side, Oodachi High School. On the west side, Kanazawa Kita High School.
Go get him.
First bout, on the east side, Ozaki.
Yeah.
On the west side, Aizawa.
Bring the pain, Captain!
That's Ryo Aizawa, swift foot pole. Although not the biggest, he's the captain of the formidable Kita High team. He's deadly.
I'm not getting any younger. I don't see the point in wasting my time.
Wasting?
Your team's up against Kanazawa Kita High first round. Just between us, you don't actually expect them to win, do you? The kid went into standby. Did you understand the question?
Now that I think about it, I guess there's a chance they could lose.
What?
But the thought never crossed my mind until just now.
Spirits!
You know, hearing I wasn't needed at the team tournament was a shock. It made me nervous. But after I listened to the captain and saw the look the rest of the team had in their eyes, I suddenly felt relaxed about the whole thing. This isn't about them needing my help or how they can't win without me. I just need to fight with them. Right now, that's all I want.
Well, let's see it. If you care about your career, it'd be better for you in the long run to sit this one out. Yep, that's what a doctor with any common sense would tell you. I swear, I wish I knew where you got your moxie from. How about sharing it with the rest of us? Listen, kid, I've treated a lot of sumo wrestlers in my time. Some of them were too messed up to even step foot back inside the ring. But that didn't stop them from coming to see me. Getting your arm back in shape will be easier than cutting a fart.
What is this? A spaceship?
I never get over this room. By the way, when are you gonna bite the bullet and invest in a new sign, Doc?
I like the sign. It's got a certain charm. This way, let's get that arm working again.
That's surprising. Ozaki's the last person I could imagine going full-on beast mode.
I guess that settles it then. Beating you at the prelims wasn't just a fluke.
And he's only gotten stronger since then. Here I was thinking Onimaru's absence would be weighing on him. But apparently it only made him more determined to win. His expression and technique were full of spirit. There's a face that shouts, "I'm Oodachi High's captain." By the way, look who's up next. Your favorite fighter.
Second bout, on the east side, Gojo.
Before he joined the sumo club, he used to be a delinquent.
Huh?
But he's different now, trust me.
Spirit!
He was ready for the two-handed strike! That's Takumi Sara. His strength is incredible. He placed 4th in the Ishikawa tournaments.
Think I'm intimidated? I withstand Tenma's strikes every day! Bring it!
Honestly, when I first met him during his Kingpin days, I thought the guy belonged in an entirely different decade. But after we fought and he admitted defeat by bowing his head, I knew that he was okay.
Before you can improve, you need humility. Without it, the thought of combining sumo and karate would be completely crazy, but he found a way to marry the two.
We're expecting great things out of him.
He's too fast!
Rather than pushing back, his opponent's ricocheting. Each blow's hitting him in a completely different direction. Sara couldn't make a grab against that karate-like snapping even if he wanted to. That was your mistake. You shouldn't have let him build momentum.
Wearing me down, huh? Yeah, right. I'm ending you right now! Tripping strike! Castle break punch! Yeah! Yes!
Get him, boss!
That was awesome, Yuma!
Looks like Kita High's washed up!
A powerhouse team? Yeah, right!
Both teams wanted to carve out an early lead. 2 wins in a row is a huge deal. They're in a solid spot right now.
Yes, but this next bout will be a problem. Their third opponent's gonna be a much bigger challenge, literally.
It's all up to you, Tenma. You don't need encouragement from your sorry excuse for a captain. And I know a national treasure can handle himself, especially against an amateur. but I want to say this to you anyway. Go out there and win!
Damn it, I'm sorry, guys.
What a bunch of pathetic teammates. A national treasure who fails to become a high school Yokozuna. A renowned school without a championship. I don't know about you, but I'm here to change all that. Watch and learn. Yone, Komori, prepare for your bouts.
You better be paying attention. Ishigami won't win the finals next year if you don't come up with a plan for how to defeat this guy.
Hey, Captain. Which one are you talking about?
Third bout, on the east side, Kunisaki.
So your teammate's a renowned wrestling champion. Impressive. But he's only been doing sumo for a few months, right? And he's fighting someone like that?
I don't like throwing the word around, but in his case, I'll gladly make an exception, because there's no other way to describe him. The truth is, Chihiro Kunisaki is a genius.
He's got a 20-centimeter advantage over me. This must be what Hinomaru feels like all the time. All right, Mr. National Treasure. How you gonna attack?
At that distance, he's a sitting duck for one of the best strikers in high school sumo. Maybe he's planning on charging and going in low.
Show me what you're made of, Kunisaki. Even Sada acknowledges your talent. I want to see what you can do against an elite fighter.
Spirit!
Even charging full speed, he wasn't quick enough!
Did you really think you'd be safe if you held back like that?
Nearly the entire sumo ring is within his range. His speed, power, they're completely unmatched. There's no better example than his flash attack.
Kunisaki's getting destroyed!
Can't get in a single hit.
I guess he was nowhere near ready to take on a national treasure.
If I want to become a better fighter, my sumo needs a ton of work. I realize I don't have enough time to get there on my own. So here's the plan. I'm gonna absorb your sumo style, and then soar straight to the top.
Yes! Was he holding back all this time so he could evaluate Hikage's attack pattern?
He sure had to take a pummeling to do it, though. The best strikes in high school sumo turned out to be more brutal than he was expecting. Of course he had a rough time seeing through them.
Wait just a minute. Are you telling me between the prelims and now he completely adopted your style?
The longer you spend wrestling with the guy, the more he starts to creep you out.
I want more. Show me more!
He may lack experience in the sumo ring, but he makes up for it with his powers of observation. That's the secret of how he's able to absorb techniques so quickly. It kinda pisses me off. Here I am, not making it past the prelims. But there are my moves. It's like I'm fighting.
Mikazuki Munichika?
So that was the heaviest blow in all of high school sumo. Well, if that's the case, there's nothing left to fear!
He outmaneuvered Odeta's strike! An over-the-shoulder grab.
His reach is incredible!
Kunisaki has a stronger stance. He can do it!
I can hear them all laughing at me. The expectations are high since I'm a national treasure. But here I am losing to a guy who was a plain wrestler till a few months ago. I've already told you I've got zero interest in watching my brother compete. He'll win, but only by just enough. And of course, there's no way he'll beat a Yokozuna.
Hey,
We all know the only thing he's focused on is remaining in Ozaki. It's truly pathetic. If he doesn't care about moving up the chain, he should just quit. Damn! What was that for?
You got no idea what you're talking about, kid. I hear that BS all the time, but I didn't think his own brother would go repeating it.
Huh?
I guarantee you, he's got no chance of winning this bout. Seriously, I'm totally giving up rooting for Daikeisho.
Strongest Japanese sumo wrestler, my ass.
Yeah, bottom line, he just isn't hungry enough, so he's plateaued.
What do they know?
If you really think the Ozaki view the arena as some kind of comfortable safe haven, you better guess again.
Even more reason then. It'd be easier on him if he quit.
I thought it was obvious. He isn't broken yet. Far from it. Have you ever wondered why you've always thought of him as weak? Maybe you're projecting your insecurities onto him. You've been avoiding looking at the Ozaki because you see yourself in him. You believe he can't defeat a Yokozuna only because you were unable to beat Tennoji. Maybe if you took the time, you could learn a thing or two from watching him. Your brother's far stronger than you think.
If anyone's pathetic, it's me. Onimaru had that same look in his eye. The look of someone confronting a reality that threatens to break them. All I did was get annoyed and take it out on others. The only loser here is me. I want to be a strong sumo wrestler, just like my brother.
An overarm throw! And from that stance, too! His reach is insane!
He's close!
Come on! Dude's coming at me stronger than before. Guess that's why they call him a national treasure. I'm gonna eat you alive and push past my limits! A feint.
High angle head chop!
Lightning!
So this is Dachi High's Kunisaki. I see. His fighting instincts are sharp, but he's not ready to beat Tenma Hikage. Then again, perhaps that's why he challenged him. Even in sumo, there are wrestlers who evolve rapidly following an upset victory. He's trying to break out of his shell. Fighting isn't enough for him. Only an upset will free him.
Strongest! Yes!
Tenma grab first!
His right hand's inside, his left is high. The perfect grip.
Yeah, boy! Get him, Tenma!
I thought you were working in a cross-grip sumo style. So how come you're ignoring the Mawashi belt so much? The thing that scares me about you is that I have no idea what's going through your head.
All that technical junk, thrust and punch, cross grip, blah blah. I can't beat specialists like you if I get caught up worrying about specifics.
Huh?
You said you're scared because you have no idea what I'm thinking about, right? Suits me just fine. That's my style of choice. I want to be unsettling.
Huh? What's he doing? And what's this dark aura?
I want to be stronger. Stronger! And the only way that's gonna happen is by causing an upset!
That move! Did he just...
Neo Chihiro Special Number 1! Shoot down!
No?
Yeah!
He beat last year's bronze!
Dachi High's unstoppable!
People who let common sense control their actions place a wall between themselves and national treasures. They build them up as special. An opponent they have absolutely no chance of defeating. But Chihiro doesn't believe in walls, only distance. That's why he can charge ahead without any fear. And the thing about guys like him is that they're usually the ones who cause an upset.
Kunisaki on the east side wins with, a kimono string drop.
A kimono what? The hell is that?
Wait, so you executed a technique the pros rarely use without even knowing what it's called?
Unbelievable! He was operating on pure instinct!
You're a scary dude, you know that?
Sure, it may be a sumo technique, but it goes completely against traditional norms. So in other words, it fits Kunisaki to a T.
My national treasure name?
Yeah, man. If you beat one, you gotta have a moniker. That's how it goes.
Screw that. Those are only for guys who are interested in becoming a Yokozuna. I want to be the best mixed martial artist in the world, and nothing's changing that. Still, if I had to choose, and it's not like I've been thinking about it or anything. My official title is Chihiro Kunisaki, the National Treasure Eater!
Ushio!